Welcome to El Nido, tropical island in the Philippines. Me and the King landed here from Coron via a 3-day, 2-night boat trip. Absolute carnage. If you want to check that out, that'll be on the channel down below. As always, going to be taking you through the best activities, lagoons, snorkeling spots, unbelievable beach like this, and of course you know we bloody love a sunset, so we're going to get all that in the mix. So we're still en route to 2K subscribers. Do yourself a favour, do me a favour, hit the button down below. Let's get cooking, baby. Activity number one for the team is of course a little boat trip. There's 4 you can do, A, B, C, D, easy to remember. A is the most popular. Obviously we did the 3-day boat trip from Coron, which overlaps with B and D, so we might just do A. We might get tempted into doing C as well, but they all take you to different beaches, lagoons, different places to kind of snorkel, so depending on what you want, there's a little bit of something for everyone. Stop number 1 on tour number A was of course a little snorkeling spot. So Ipoh Beach, you can swim to the beach, but it's more just kind of swimming in and around the corals. Not as much marine life as when we were on the boat trip and some of the spots that we stopped at there, but obviously it was as beautiful as all the kind of things and pictures you see online. A few little fish knocking about, a few little rainbow fish, and a little bit of starfish action. I think every single place we've gone snorkeling in the Philippines, we've seen blue starfish. So when you first see it, you're like, it's unbelievable. When you see them all the time, it's like, oh, there's another bloody one of them. So you get inundated with blue starfish. And yeah, you get about half an hour to 45 minutes here. You find that any stop, they're all super chill. So if people are enjoying it, people are in the water, stop for longer. If people are all back on the boat ready to go, then they just cut it short. But yeah, the definition of the devil works hard, but the Filipino tour guys work harder. The guy got his little introduction done, and then he got everyone up to introduce themselves, what's your name, where you're from, and then couple by couple, or if you're in a 3 or a 4, whatever, he gets everyone up to the front of the boat, taking photos, JPEGs at silly different angles. So yeah, working bloody hard, sorting the team out, because me and Em say we have loads of pictures. I take loads of her, she takes loads of me. However, I tell you what, the Filipino tour guide, they sort you right out. So yeah, stop number 1 boxed off. Stop number 2 coming up shortly, baby. Stop number 2, we are on this absolutely unbelievable, picturesque sort of Apple iMac photo backdrop, silly scenes, called 7 Commando Beach, and it is unbelievable. Flew the drone for the first time, so hopefully the footage is decent. We've not watched it back yet, but if it is, you'll be watching it right now. Beautiful turquoise waters, insanely clear, like nothing you've ever seen before, and it's super cool here, like palm trees, you can get a little beer wari. Obviously G-Dubs was delving into a little coconut water is just absolutely elite, and the coconuts here are so big, you pretty much get like, I'm not even joking, like a litre of coconut water in each one that you get. So yeah, that was pretty flair. Loads of options, a few different bits you can get for food. Our tour obviously comes with food included, so again, silly value, £22, lunch included and everything. Yeah, obviously everything for your whole day. So yeah, silly views of the beach, gorgeous turquoise waters. You can go swimming here. It's about a 50-minute stop because there's kind of so much to do. Places to play volleyball and places to get a few of the old JPEGs. But yeah, if the footage is good, we'll just keep it rolling and we'll tune in for stop number 3, yeah, baby. Stop number 3, Tallulah Island. Absolute phenomenal setup. So as with 99% of all the beach out here in the Philippines, we're talking insane, crystal clear, turquoise waters. I'm walking through an absolute minefield of traffic back in the centre of El Nido as we speak. But yeah, Tallulah Island, cannot speak highly enough. I'm going to put it out there, it is the nicest beach I've ever been to. The sun was out today, beautiful, crystal clear, lovely sand. Obviously Emmy's on the sticks on the drone, getting that up into the atmosphere and giving you these naughty shots. They're just flying into your eyelids as we're speaking, but it's also the lunch stop. So do you know what I mean? When you come to these places, I mean, for me, especially like with my nut allergy, it's always difficult, but all the trips and stuff we've done have been ideal. They all just do no nuts, which is obviously top draw for your boy. But even just like, you're just on a beach in the middle of nowhere, you've been on a boat all day, you're not exactly like turning up at a restaurant or an island where there's those sort of facilities, and the quality of the food that you get and the amount is absolutely outrageous, to be fair. So it's always like a mixture of fish. There were so many prawns, I pretty much had like 20 prawns, and it looks like there's pretty much no one else eating them by the end of it. Super fresh, loads of meat. They love that kind of like barbecue pork, which is obviously top draw, a little bit fatty in parts, but yeah, cannot complain too much. And yeah, if you actually want to see like all the colours and what they come out like, a little bit more detail, a little bit up close and personal, go check out the Insta, Gareth Rat 2, all the JPEGs will be on there. But yeah, banging beach, the best one I've ever been to. get it on the list, baby. Stop number 4, yeah, baby. Big lagoon, aptly named because, as it says on the tin, it's an absolute massive lagoon, mate. The boats kind of stop outside of the lagoon, outside of the sort of canyon. This is probably the one where you've seen, I didn't actually know we were going here, but yeah, it's the one where you've seen it a lot online, where it looks like a big kind of canyon running through the sea inland. So obviously when the sun's glistening on that, as always, the water's turquoise, super blue, super see-through, absolutely phenomenal. They say you have to have a kayak here. I don't know if that's for safety reasons or just an extra money making thing. It was a lot cheaper when we looked to do it in Coron. It was only 300 pesos, so looking at about £5 or just slightly, no, less than £5, £4.50 between 2 people. And some of the bigger kayaks you can get 3 in as well. They were like, oh, it's an hour stop, you need half an hour to get each way. I mean, me and Em are not the strongest kayakers. I do not do much of that in my spare time. But yeah, we absolutely smashed it in like 10-15 minutes, and you go from like the open water, which is really, really dark blue, into like a little shallow kind of like, yeah, channel corridor as you kind of move up the canyon itself, and then the water there is absolutely delicious. Like maybe the best water we've seen, yeah, thus far in the Philippines. We didn't want to risk the drone. Obviously, I've only flown it for my first time today. Em's flown it about 4 times, so we're a bit cautious about flying it on the boat. So in vlogs to come, we'll be getting a little bit more active with that, and obviously it's a little bit more difficult not having a GoPro and stuff, but yeah, take my word for it, the water was an absolute joke. That was probably the most fun part, because you had to like canoe all the way one way or kayak, and then the same on the way back. But as we were kind of coming on the way back, it started raining a little bit, and me and Em were like, let's just get the initiative, let's just get back to the boat. Everyone else kind of stayed up there, and the storm that we got caught in towards the end was absolute carnage. Felt like I was, yeah, back in Bolton, rain pelting down. But yeah, as always, silly setup. That was probably the most fun spot, and I'd say the other one was the best beach, but maybe like the weather just at the end kind of tainted it a bit. But yeah, absolutely silly behaviour. Those two were so good. And then the last stop, we're meant to go to Secret Lagoon. One partially due to the weather. I think they said it was a little bit too choppy, but because they were like, oh, so people in our group aren't very strong swimmers, so yeah, I don't know, when it's on the agenda and then we're not going because people can't swim on a boat activity, obviously that's not going to sit too well with your boy G-Dubs. But other than that, phenomenal day. I think when you go there, they were saying you like kind of swim under like a little canyon or a little rock or something to get into the lagoon itself. So obviously I was well up for doing that, but unfortunately due to a few bad swimmers in the group, so if you can't swim, don't be going on any boat trips and stuff. Now, I'm only joking. But yeah, silly good day. Can only say good things about it. My favourite two were obviously stop 3 and 4. Insane waters, super turquoise. And yeah, it was super fun going up the canyon itself. But yeah, I'll put the name of the little beach that we did stop on as stop number 5. And I think beach is a very, yeah, I don't know what the word is. Yeah, I don't know how they can use that word to describe it. It's a little bit of sand, but I guess technically that is a beach. But again, nice waters, nice little snorkeling spot. There's a little bit of coral there. So we saw, yeah, some whitefish and rainbow fish, some zebrafish. A little bit of something for everyone, but yeah, my favourite stops were 3 and 4. All the names, as always, will be in the description down below. Oh, any questions so far, bang it in the comments. I respond to every single one. But yeah, Torre and El Nido has to be on the list for me. It's a banger. The world's worst backpackers strike again in a little pool club. Bayview Hotel and Resort is about a 5-10 minute taxi tuk-tuk thing, and takes you towards like sort of Las Cabanas Beach. And we've literally had this whole place to ourselves for like the last 4 hours. There's no one else here at all. There's a few people coming now, but yeah, this morning we've just been absolutely running the show, getting the drone up in the air, and just absolutely having our way with the old scenery. Beautiful infinity pool looking over sea. Me and Em got the drone up, got a little bit of footage, and got a bit worried when we sent it out pretty far and pretty high, and it said, yeah, battery low. That's the first time we've had that, so yeah, I was pretty worried when that came through. But yeah, hopefully a couple of shots have come out nicely, and yeah, we're improving video by video. Yeah, in terms of this like little resort beach club pool area itself, absolutely top draw today. Get here early morning, no one here at all. It's 20 quid each to get in, but you do get a meal, and they say like a snack. I mean, I'll overlay now what the burger and chips, like hand cut chips, absolutely sensational. The burger was absolutely massive. Obviously perks of dating a 5-foot girl is she doesn't eat half her food, so G-Dubs obviously doubled up and stocked on the food, and a little chocolate and banana milkshake. It's just absolutely ruthless scenes to start the day. But yeah, I mean, you can pay to have a room here with your own infinity pool overlooking the water and the sea, as you can you obviously see in the footage. But me and them just had the whole place to ourselves, and yeah, let's pay 20 quid each. So we strike again. Usually we make the mistakes so you don't have to. However, we've had an absolute banger here. But yeah, would definitely recommend this place. This is sort of your Philippines answer to Ocean Beach. Absolutely top draw. It's an absolute must if you're in El Nido, looking to kick back, have a bit of a relaxing day instead of flying about on all the boats and everything else that's going on. But yeah, ruthless setup. Get it on the list. G-Dub's seal of approval, baby. Woo. Las Cabanas Beach Club, not to be mistaken with Las Iguanas, hell of a restaurant in the UK. But yeah, this is a whole day activity. It's the same as all the other little spots in the Philippines even. If I can get my words out straight, do you know what I mean? You've got naughty views, you've got golden sands, one of the nicest beaches we've been on. It's about a 10-15 minute like mini tuk-tuk from the centre of El Nido, £2 flat fee. I think you can get up to 4 people in them if you're absolutely tiny, but yeah, me and Em just got up to a little private one, of course. And yeah, you just want to be chilling here all day, a few little spots to get beer waris. There's some unbelievable hotels. So if you're coming here on, I don't know, a honeymoon or an actual like holiday, you get hotels looking over the seafront. Ruthless settings. I think it's about £180–200 per night there. Private pools, all that sort of good stuff. However you're travelling, just get yourself down here for a little beach day. Loads of little spots to get a little beer wari. You're probably looking at some places about £1.20. Some of the places go up to about £2.50. And obviously cocktails go pretty north of that, but like anywhere abroad, there are a few little happy hours, 3 till 6, 3 till 8, 2 till 4. So you can just delve in to the ones that you want to get to. We sent the drone up a few times, so obviously you're going to see a few crispy shots. G-Dub's getting nice and buttery on the sticks. The water's an absolute joke, especially when you get that kind of high level looking down on it. Nearly crashed it into the zip line here. It's about £7 to do the zip line. I nearly crashed it into the zip line, but just about missed it. So see if you can pick that out on the footage itself. But a few things, a few little tips, and a few little tricks. If you are looking to keep your rig in shape, I went to an unbelievable gym. It's like anything, you get what you pay for. It's about £7 for a day pass. They have showers and all that in there, so I was lifting some very small weights around for a little hour or so before you're getting onto the beach itself. Lazy hammock. If you want to get a little bit of caffeine, a little bit of coffee in the bones, they've got soy milk or oat milk, all that kind of garbage. Obviously stick to what we know on the cow's milk itself. And then there's loads of different beach bars and clubs, as we say. I'll overlay the one now, I can't remember the name of the place we went to, but the food there was absolutely phenomenal. Got a little Caesar salad, got a little chicken teriyaki bowl, and Em got these like prawns on a stick sort of vibe, which are absolutely sensational. We've just been chilling about here all day, taking in a ruthless little sunset. Do you know what I mean? The only thing that could have made it better is a little beer wari in hand, but no beers for G-Dubs today. But yeah, this is a whole day activity spot. Lovely little place to chill, get some drinks, get a little coffee, go for a little swim. And yeah, the sunset here today was absolutely spot on. A little bit of cloud cover, but you know, we've come down here a couple of times now to catch the sunset, and this has been the best one so far. So we will take that and we'll absolutely run with it. But yeah, silly setup for the day. As always, it's getting the G-Dubs seal of approval. Get it on the list, baby. It's an absolute banger. Cheers now. Normally, due to the old nut allergy, can't really recommend too many food establishments. However, the Philippines, despite what everyone says about the food being terrible, has actually been surprisingly superb. You checked out the Coron vlog, or if you checked out the boat trip we did for 3 days, 2 nights, again, the food's been absolutely banging. In terms of El Nido itself, I guess it's across for the whole of the Philippines. Everyone speaks really good English, which I think is probably half my concern when I'm trying to explain I've got a nut allergy. So again, let me give you 3 recommendations. 2 pretty straightforward. One is a little bit left field, but you know, on this channel we are a little bit left field. So the first one, Oppa. I'll put in the name to the description as well. It's kind of like a grill type place. I got this meat platter. They were like, oh no, it's for 2 people. Obviously I was like, just fire it up. G-Dubs will absolutely have his way with it. And it was a lot of food, but I could have definitely had something else afterwards. So yeah, definitely get that on the menu. A little bit of the old chicken, a little bit of the old pork, little bit of the old beef in the mixer as well. Some coleslaw, absolutely banging. So I'd say it's probably like a meal and a half, not for 2 people. But yeah, depends how big you are, I guess. Second recommendation is a lovely little Italian joint. Go to the Philippines, I recommend an Italian place. So what we kind of do on this channel, a place called Basil. Again, we went there about 2 or 3 times. Again, nut allergies all fine. Diavolo pizza, margarita pizza. Again, we're talking lovely little crust number, nice amount of cheese, nice amount of spice from the old jalapenos. So that was absolutely top draw. And we had 2 different types of pasta in there. The seafood pasta, my motto is, you only get seafood when you're near the sea. And yeah, it was absolutely top draw in the mixer. So yeah, I would definitely get that. The other one we tried was the chicken Alfredo. Again, very, very good. Surprisingly good, to be fair. And actually a lot of chicken in the mix as well. However, you're only going to get one. Definitely get the seafood. There was like clams, what else was in the mixer in there? Some prawns, squid, all sorts of seafood, silly amounts of it. So yeah, I'll definitely get that one on the list. And the third one, this is niche, but this is what we do. Went to a place called Munch Island. From the outside, it looks like the sort of place you go to get a kebab after a night out in the UK. However, the food is actually banging. They do this like little chicken wrap, nice bit of like sriracha running through it as well. M was on a little like prawn taco number. Again, seafood near the sea, you're gonna get absolutely silly amounts of it. So yeah, actually weirdly, like unbelievable spot right on the waterfront looking out. So yeah, lovely spot, but it is kind of like a more of a casual dining experience, let's say. But the star of the show was the pulled pork burger. Massive amounts of pulled pork in there. So yeah, if you do want to fire up a little bit of a doughier dinner, I'll do that. But the other two, Oppa and Basil, both banging. So a few recommendations. Let me know what you think. Cheers now. And that is it, another G-Dubs video boxed off, a little bit more loose than normal, a little bit more all over the place, because we didn't really come here with a specific plan like we're doing like a lot of the cities and where we're going and what we're doing. So we're just kind of making it up as we go along, but that's all part of the old island life. Could not recommend El Nido enough. I think the scenery, the people, the beaches, that 7 Commando Beach in particular was probably the nicest beach I've ever been to. And obviously when you're just drinking, drizzling, a little bit of the old drone footage, you get that kind of aerial bird's eye view. I think it just adds another dimension. So hopefully you're enjoying that on the vlogs as we kind of move through the countries at a particularly fast pace. But yeah, El Nido in comparison to Coron, I think the actual town itself, the restaurants, just walking around is a lot nicer. I thought Coron was, to be fair, pretty hectic. As soon as you get out the city centre in Coron, I thought it was absolutely beautiful, but I didn't really love the place we're kind of staying. But I think in terms of El Nido, there's a lot more going on, a lot more nightlife. If you do want to fire up a few of the old beer waris like we did, I didn't really include anything on here, but we went to a place called Friends Hostel, absolutely buzzing place, and you just want to get on the Red Horse beers. They're all like 7%, 6.9%, or on the rums as well. It's actually cheaper to get shots of rum than it is water in a lot of places. We're the sort of ratios that we like to deal with on this channel. And yeah, if you want a little relaxing day, get yourself over to the, what's it bloody called now? The beach bar type place. I'll overlay the name now because my mind's going absolutely blank. But yeah, super chilling day over there. I think once they complete that, I think it'd be absolutely class. But yeah, there was a little bit of building going on, but we had the whole place to ourselves for like 4 or 5 hours, so can't complain too much. And then yeah, last Cabanas Beach. This is an absolute must if you come into El Nido. I'd say at least 1 full day there. You could do multiple days. The beach is beautiful, the sunset's unreal, and yeah, it's just a top draw place. So yeah, if you're looking for like the best beaches, the most golden sand beaches, the most blue turquoise, gorgeous crystal clear water, and some amazing sunsets, I can't really think of anywhere better in the world. This is definitely my favourite place so far in the Philippines. So if there's anywhere else you've seen better beaches, better sunsets, let me know in the comments down below. Whilst you're down there, hit that subscribe button. Still en route to 2K subs. I'll see you in the next one, baby. And remember, the chef is always cooking. Let's get it.